So I really enjoy having the opportunity to come and work with folks like yourselves, especially in the area of higher education. First of all, let me do a couple of things so that we can make all of ourselves very collectively comfortable. Can everybody hear me? Right. During the course of the day, I will be moving around in and out, and I may, unfortunately, turn my back to one part of the group, so please bear with me. It's not that I'm avoiding you. I may be avoiding you, but I'm going to try not avoiding you, okay? Because I may have to come over here and answer a question or something like that. Secondly, let me give you just a little bit of background from the standpoint of why I feel comfortable in working with you folks. Number one, I've worked for IBM for about 32 years, so as I was telling Dave, maybe that's a little bit of a survival situation. And I've had the opportunity to help start up 2 divisions within the corporation, as well as a whole bunch of other things. Started out in sales and marketing, and even though my title is Senior Faculty Member at the Advanced Business Institute, the senior part becomes only because maybe I'm a little older than a lot of people. The Advanced Business Institute in which I work is an area in which we work with customers like yourselves to talk about management topics and leading edge ideas, primarily to influence your buying decisions. That's what we're in business for, to help you solve your business problems, and part of our little role in that big mechanism called IBM, whose mission is to help you with your business problems so that you can be successful with your customers. Then, in fact, what we do is trying to give some additional information, you might say, wisdom, Dave used the term wisdom, and knowledge around leading topics that you might be interested in, and some thought-leading ideas. And so with that, I've had the opportunity to develop some classes and to work with you folks, people like yourselves, because I feel very comfortable. In the prior 28 years or so, I've been in the trenches like you folks, as I like to say it. I've had the opportunity to, as I said, start up a couple of organizations. I really understand what a good management system is all about and what a bad management system can do to an organization. And I think that's what Dave was talking about when you're thinking in terms of eliminating the Graceland runaround, although I wish I were here last night for Midnight Madness, and that's where the runaround should be, right, on the opponents. That I'm sure is really exciting. But when you think in terms of trying to eliminate the Graceland runaround, you're really talking in terms of having a good management system. And part of the thing that Dave was talking about with regards to measurements and processes, that's part of a good, solid management system. And I've had the opportunity to be involved in things like that. And I've seen a couple of organizations that I've been involved in excellent management systems. I also worked in an organization that was in total chaos, absolutely had no management system other than for the in total chaos. So I've had the good and the bad, and I think the good is better than having a management system that's chaos. So that gives you just a little bit of my background. Now, when we think in terms of what we want to collectively accomplish, as Dave had indicated, we really want to give you some nuts and bolts. Even though this will be a little on the level of executive education, we're also going to give some bit of a skills transfer from the standpoint of really understanding how to think about, how to understand, how to grapple with the processes here at Graceland, and how you can look into them, how you can see how they're all interconnected. So our focus is really going to be all around processes, and I think it's a very important part, because when you think in terms of a management system, when you think in terms of transforming an organization, when you think in terms of using technology to help in managing an organization, if you don't, in my opinion, and a couple of people who I have worked with the last 4 years in this particular area, if you don't really start with a foundation of good process understanding and good, call it, let's say, process management, then you might be a little bit at risk. And as a matter of fact, I would suggest you might be very, very much at risk.